a boy gains powers that cause all the girls to have uncontrollable reactions and fall in love with him. In the middle of the night, because apparently nobody in Arizona has a better time to do stupid things, a guy named Pfluger decides to dig a grave. When lightning strikes him dead on, the dude just flies, smokes, and gets back in his truck smiling like he found an unlimited discount coupon. Meanwhile, Kelly, a shy student whose starter superpower is collecting embarrassing moments, goes to the store and runs into Dominique, his official crush. Of course, he freezes. And as if he needed more humiliation, the school bullies catch him eating non-edible objects because the kid has a serious disorder and literally toss him in the trash. Back home, which is a trailer with more noise than privacy, Kelly's condition only gets worse. We also meet Red Elk, who performs a mystical ritual that clearly didn't come from an IKEA manual. Pfluger, now with an ego more inflated than an SUV tire, decides to call himself a healer and charge for miracles. He heals a woman's leg, and Bernice, Kelly's mother, begs him to help her son. But Red Elk confronts Pfluger, demanding he return the stolen ancestral power. Pfluger ignores him, goes to Kelly, asks for payment up front, of course, and when he touches the boy, he absorbs all of Kelly's pain and dies. Kelly wakes up saying he's hungry, and for the first time, he talks about food that doesn't come from the Walmart hardware section. The next day, Kelly notices he now heals instantly, basically Wolverine without the charisma, but his mom still thinks that's great. Dominique crosses paths with him again, commenting that he seems different, and Kelly discovers that when someone hits him, the pain bounces back onto the attacker. Red Elk tries to prove it and ends up punching himself. When the bully's father, Gus, shows up demanding to know who hurt his son, Bernice kicks him out with the elegance of someone who has thrown out way more people than she'd like. Kelly then reveals his powers to his mom, showing her she now feels his pain. Even fire doesn't affect him, which is great unless you want to live a normal life. At school, Kelly's imagination is so vivid that just touching Dominique's hairband triggers sensations in her and Sarah that are way off the school curriculum. After a mini hormonal meltdown, that night at the beach, Nelson and his gang try to intimidate Kelly, but quickly realize you can't beat someone up who works like a human boomerang.
The bullies then start a car chase because nothing says I'm an idiot like threatening someone with a sports car Daddy bought. They run Kelly over, and Brad is the one who gets hurt. The girls find Kelly later, completely unscathed, and he explains everything. Of course, when the cops arrived, the bullies lie like it's a final exam they didn't study for. Later that night, the boys sabotage Kelly's trailer, causing an explosion that kills Bernice. Now at a level of injustice worthy of a series finale, Kelly goes after revenge. He drowns one of the boys using his reflection power and almost gets the rest, but the sheriff interferes. When Dominique learns about his plans, she tries to steer him toward the "let's solve this without killing anyone" path, the kind of speech that never works in situations like this. The bullies discover that leaves from Pfluger's grave weaken Kelly. In the middle of the chaos, Tony tries to attack him and ends up burning his own face, while Gus tries to handle it and kills both himself and his son. Dominique and the sheriff convince Kelly to give the power back, but Red Elk says it's too late. The power is stuck to him like a lifetime streaming subscription. In the final fight, Dominique is injured and before dying asks Kelly not to give up. He decides to end everything by consuming Pfluger's heart, which ends his life as well. Except, while the bodies are being transported, Dominique suddenly wakes up, now holding the full power and looking toward the mental camera, like someone ready to start the revenge sequel Hollywood would love to produce. Blink and you miss it. The cycle is far from over. Interestingly, actor Lance Henriksen, famous for Aliens and The Terminator, is part of the cast and said he accepted the role because the concept was weird enough to work. Spoiler, it worked. If you had the power to reflect any damage like Kelly, what would you do first? Stop injustices or give someone who messed with you a well-deserved lesson? If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and share it. Thank you so much for watching until the end.